Hey everyone, Burly and Gaming here with.
Fubu87. I don't have a joke prepared today, so let's move on.
This time, but give him time, folks. Hey, there might be a joke come throughout the episode. Never doubt Fubu in with that.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it works. It's I don't want to joke because today it's very serious. We are talking awards. We are
Yes,
prestige. I don't have my tie here, but if I had, I would prepare with
yeah,
business suit because today it's prestige content.
exactly. So we're talking Game Awards. We had that happen last night, and yep, and we got some. We had not only awards, some new announcements, and some surprise announcements. I'm just bringing one right out of there. I did not expect to see 2D Mega Man back.
Uh, I was not surprised because there was no leaks regarding that, but I am not surprised at the same time because I don't want to start critical from the beginning, but we are creatively bankrupt in a sense because we're remaking and getting stuff from the past to the look. Don't get me wrong. It's great to the Mega Man. That's great because that's a classic that should live on. But then you get the Tomb Raider, like the remake. Like we just had the remaster, like 3 years ago, right?
Well, yeah. Well, we've had these collections.
Yeah,
We've had these collections. Now this is a full-out remake of the first game. That surprised me. I was honestly surprised by that. We're getting two Tomb Raiders. You've got that they're getting that one's being worked on, and a sequel from the new trilogy, which is nice to see because there was all so much negativity over the last while with Square owning them and doing, and it was like these are good games. I haven't finished them all, but from everything I've played of them, they are great, and they are great new games, and they do, I think, a very well job with them. It's just Square had way too much of what, this isn't selling 50 million copies in the first year. It's not, as Fubu would say, it's not a 20 out of 10.
It's not a 20 out of 10.
No.
No, the thing is, I think the problem with look, don't get me wrong, I love the new Tomb Raiders. I have good stuff to say about them. I don't know when, but there was a time in my life not that long ago. I wasn't as busy as I am nowadays. I remember I played the three in a row, so the most recent trilogy. Like I played one, played two, played the third that I never played, and they live up so well. They are so good. What happened is they went the Uncharted route. Because if you play the original that you can play with the collection, and that we will definitely play with this new remaster. The original ones, 1, 2, 3, 4 in Chronicles, they were very puzzle based. People tend to forget that those Tomb Raiders weren't action oriented; they were more platform and puzzling. And then when this new trilogy came along, it became like Laura became a killer. She was never a killer. She killed so many people. It's Nathan Drake looks like a saint, you know. So that's
she's got a couple bounties on her head in a few countries, I'm sure.
Exactly, and that's why people tend to complain about this latest trilogy. It's because it's not the OG Tomb Raider, you know. So I do understand, but you have to learn how to separate things. So yeah, I think it's going to be good. I want to see. I'm more interested in the next one, the Catalyst, than the remake. Again, I will play the remake. I hope it's not a full price, but just for nostalgia's sake. And I did, bro. I like science, okay, Burly.
Yeah.
And I was so happy with this. And this is a small attention to detail, okay?
Okay.
When you played the original Tomb Raiders, like 1 and 2, especially, I don't remember the third one, but 1 and 2, where you have the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You have the dinosaurs as lizards, because that's what you learn when you were young in school, that they look like scaly and stuff like that. As science progressed, they started to understand that not all of the dinosaurs were scaly. Some of them had feathers. And if you look at the trailer, when she finds dinosaurs, you will notice they have featheries, like they have a feather pattern. So they are taking it serious. It's not like an upscale like to more recent graphics. They are changing stuff in the game to be more accurate. So I really did enjoy that. I did notice that.
Okay, yeah, I did not when I saw that I'll be honest, I was a little tired while I was watching that. So I watched
Yeah.
some of it last night, and I'll be honest, I watched the rest of it this morning. And
When you have time, like when you see the trailer, have
Yeah.
a look at the dinosaurs, and you'll see they're a little bit feathery and they're respecting inside. So I'm really enjoying. I really enjoyed that.
Nice, yeah. Oh, and there was like we got the Pragmata, and that's coming to everything. And the demo is only on Steam right now because I booted up because I just got back and it was being out. I was like, yeah, let's try this on my PS5. I want to try this demo out, and it's like, no. And then Capcom's keeping in the amiibo business. I'm sure Nintendo is like, yes, with the little girl amiibo.
Of course.
So we know the next big holiday seller for next year for the amiibo market.
Yeah, that's look. It's the ecosystem. They want to make money all the way that they can. If they can do that with the amiibos, which I do enjoy the amiibos. I do enjoy that. I think that they're very cute. That's one of the reasons I like playing that Funko Pop game that I got for the PlayStation, because you can get specific Funkos, and you can use certain characters. Shame that Funkos are dying, but Amiibos are not. Nintendo is never gonna let that cash cow die. They're gonna pump Amiibos.
No, especially with the last couple of Nintendo games and some reviews I'm working on. Let me tell you, they ain't stopping the Amiibo gravy train until they have. Till they are forced to, they will not stop. But exactly. Resident Evil 9 getting another showing and revealing Leon, which was the worst kept secret. It leaked a couple days ago that if you went to pre-order on PlayStation, it showed you Leon. I kind of like that we're getting the two different characters and that they're both going to be different. One is more, okay, this is Grace is going to be more survival and just doing it. Leon is your Resident Evil 4 action. I've got this, bro. I'll take you on with anything.
No, bro. It's at least for me, because I did. We played. We're in the same age range, so we played the original Resident Evil 2 early, and the character development that this man had along the years, going from that rookie cop. I'm gonna be honest. I worst kept secret. I also knew that he was there, but when I saw him, my first instinct was, I need to get this game because I want to play with Leon. Leon is such a badass. So yeah, I do like the fact that I don't agree, but that's me not evolving as a gamer in a sense. I do not agree with the action-oriented and the survival-oriented. I think Resident Evil, especially if this is the last one, I think it should go back to those roots and be fully survival horror or something. I don't know. You don't want to make Leon overpowered because he's already overpowered. In fact, him at the beginning of the game where he's weaker and then he needs to survive more. He's not as strong. He's not as agile. Something like that. That's what I think for Resident Evil. Considering, well, they say it's the last one. It's never the last one.
Oh, it's it's going to be the last mainline for a while. I think they will stop with 9 for a little while, but they're going to keep the remake train going. It's not going to end at 4. They're going to remake. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to 1. And even though they had that one remake back from the GameCube, PS2 era,
I
wouldn't be surprised they do it now with the RE engine and do that. They will go back. They will do some others. They'll do some spin-off game. Capcom is not letting. That's one of their top franchises.
No, that makes money.
Resident Evil makes money. They ain't quitting. They're just not going to make Resident Evil 10 in the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, probably.
We could be wrong on that. And you got to take some of the stuff lightly what they say.
Yeah, because it's always that what musicians do, like the older musicians. It's the farewell tour, and this is the last one, and there's another one. And I do have the idea that in my head, I remember them saying that it was the last one. It's the last Resident Evil. Like, if they do a new one, which they will do, it's going to be completely new cast. There won't be any references to this old cast. Maybe they can do it like a soft reboot, or maybe they can, because the apocalypse didn't happen only in Raccoon City, they happened everywhere, like other places. So maybe they can do that in a different city with new characters, new police department. I believe they will do that, but I think it's like the last one, the last game, from what I understood, with these main characters. It's going to be like
Mhm.
Doctor Who. They end the Doctor,
Mhm.
and if things go back, they go back to the old Doctor because that's where it worked. So I
Yeah.
think the next one might be something new. If it goes bad, it will come back again to Chris, Chill, and Leon, which is the Holy
Yeah.
Grail of Resident Evil.
Yep. I agree with you on that. One of the other releases that got me is the Star Wars. We're going back not Knights of the Old Republic,
Yeah, but Old
but
Republic, yeah.
going back to the Old Republic. I'm just pulling up the name here.
It's
Fate of the
yeah,
Old Republic, and
Fate of
having
the-
an old people from old BioWare that worked on the original and worked on the Mass Effect trilogy.
yeah,
And
yeah.
this has me intrigued, but again, we're just in
Bro,
CG trailer territory, so
it's Star Wars, man. I think the nerd in us, if we just hear the zoom, we're like, oh, I was like, I was watching, like I saw the trailer. I was like, as soon as, bro, something in the aesthetic of that trailer, I was like, bro, this is Star Wars. And I was thinking it was something related with Knights of the Old Republic. I was thinking that because it should be time they started announcing stuff regarding that game. And then, like, I was watching, and then when she sees like the monster moving and this here zoom and the blue, I was like, ooh, it's Star Wars. I just went, and of course, but that's a long ways around. I think they will still need to release the third installment of the Jedi Survivor saga. I think they still need to. I think they're going to release that one first, and then they might release this one.
Well, so it's the thing now that anyone can do a Star Wars game, as long as you pay for the license. Like the third Jedi game is probably most likely going to come out before because it has some development time into it by now. This I'm sure has this has development time, but who knows? And like they want to make this game out come and running because there was the remake for the first game, and then just Aspire and stuff. They just mismanaged the hell out of it, and then it was so it was like that ain't coming anytime soon, or even if it's still a thing. And Sony invested money, and I know Sony, I'm sure, was really impressed and happy with that. But like those were like the only other real major announcement that I think worth talking is because it was the whole statue that was posted on social media and people and wondering, and it was for Divinity Solarian. They're like, yeah, they said after Baldur's Gate 3, you know what, we're gonna go back to our properties. We proved ourselves with Baldur's Gate 3, we can do this, and now people know our names more, and it's like, yep, you're right. People do know you more now. You did an amazing work with Baldur's Gate 3. So yeah, no, we got another Divinity game coming. So
look, this is the same story with the CD Projekt Red. When they did the original Witcher 1 and 2, they were fairly known. Then they did the Witcher 3, which beautiful, one of the best games ever. And it's a very similar story. And sorry, to conclude. And then when Cyberpunk came out, there was a lot of pressure, media pressure for them to succeed. I'm hoping that Larian, they have the exactly same thing. They had few hits, not massive. Then Baldur's Gate 3 comes, bro,
blows up the industry and just shows people.
Bro, amazing. What they did is it's I'm gonna curse now. My only curse. It was fucking amazing what they did with that game. And then there is a lot of now there's a lot of pressure on them to succeed. I'm hoping that they don't let history repeat itself, and they focus and they release a game because the game of Sin, Original Sin, is already it's on the third installment. It's going to be the first. It's already an established IP. So I'm hoping that they make it the best one possible. I think they have the stature to do that. And they, as long as they don't think on money, I don't want them to go the AI route, which will make costs cheaper. No, I want them to have a good game because people will buy the game because it's not because it's original sin, it's because it's Larian Studio behind it. That's what's going to sell. And if they make it 2 blockbusters in a row, they're just going to fly off the shelf, and it's going to be great. But yeah, I'm very excited because that type of game is my type of game. So I'm really expecting to see more from it, and I hope it comes out soon, because I really 2 years without a Larian game, it's already a little bit too much. I know they did a lot of community support for Baldur's Gate, but we want something fresh. We want something new.
Oh yeah, no, but I think they're going to do what they did before. With Baldur's Gate 3, they are not. This game's going to take years to development. They're going to put this in early access, so that way the hardcore fans can be there from the ground up. And they listened with Baldur's Gate 3. They were doing feedback. That game was in development for years, but they kept getting feedback and doing new builds and tweaking and changing things the way they wanted because they listened to their community. So I think they learned with that. They're going to do that again. If they do that, even though you early access it, let's say it goes to early access mid 2026 or late 2026, it's not going to fully release till 2029, 30. They are going to make it so that way when it comes out for full release, you are going to get it. I can't see them. They are not going to be stupid. They are not going to do the AI stuff. They learned their stuff with Baldur's Gate 3. They spoke out on some of the stuff because Wizards of the Coast owns the stuff. The Baldur's Gate and all this and the D&D stuff, and they were like, yeah, we did our one thing with them. We're not doing shit again with them because of all their shitty bad practices they want to do.
True.
And I have no problem calling them out because I've seen their practices. It's like, no.
But Burly, there's something that I don't think you're taking into account. Okay. Which is this: when Baldur's Gate 3 was an early access, look, Baldur's Gate were games, again, from our generation, not for this younger generation, okay? So the people that entered the early access and helped build the game were the hardcores.
Yes.
So they helped shape the game. The problem is, because Larian now, it's a very well-known studio, a lot more people will be interested in joining the early access. There will be a lot of more feedback. And I fear, which I'm not saying this is going to happen, I fear that the devs will try to please the majority, but sometimes the majority is wrong. So that's what I fear. I'm not going to say they're going to go into it. I'm not saying that. I bet, because I'm pretty sure they have like a lore section in their company. They have a lore section. They're going to respect. They're trying not to make the game woke, is that they're not doing a lot of woke stuff. So I'm thinking that that's my fear. I hope it doesn't go the wrong way, and I'm pretty sure from what they've learned, like you said correctly, from what they did in Baldur's Gate 3, they won't go that route. But I am afraid we have to always take that in consideration. More people, more wrong opinions, also more right opinions, but there's also more wrong opinions.
You have a greater risk for this potential. No, and you're very right on that. But
we'll see. I believe in them.
Yeah, I believe in them too. Let's get to the Game Award and winners. We're not going for every category because there's some categories that just I don't care about talking about best esports team and all that. I'm going for the game categories. So best family game, Donkey Kong Bonanza won. Not surprised as someone that has played the game.
I'm surprised, man. Because I look at Donkey Kong Bonanza like again, I saw you streaming. I saw some streams. I saw some stuff from Donkey Kong, and the idea that I have, it's more of a single player, not a family. I was pretty sure it's going to go to Mario Kart because I do feel Mario Kart to be more of a family friendly. Like you get 4 controllers, you join the family, and you play something like that. I was surprised with that award. I wouldn't give it to them. Maybe. I'm not going to say best action game or or maybe a best platformer, but family game, I wouldn't go that way. In my opinion, now I would go with the Mario Kart.
Fair enough, but because of the just pick up easy play nature, and you can just easily pass the controller to other people locally. It is so good, and I feel they just nailed it so well with it. Mario Kart was good, don't get me wrong, but I just had a feeling because Donkey Kong had the high Metacritic score and had great reviews, the DLC kind of unfortunately because of Nintendo's
They
greediness
they
got
needed to give a
lower.
price. They needed to give a price. That's basically it. It's like you have to give a price to the bear. So what you're gonna do? We're gonna put him in the comedy section. The bear is not a comedy.
Very true. Yeah. And innovation in accessibility. This one surprised me. It was Doom the Dark Ages. I have picked up Doom. I have yet to play it, but I did pick it up on Black Friday deals.
I'm gonna be honest, but again, this is on me because I
Yeah.
didn't do the research. I have no idea what innovation in accessibility they did. I really don't have any idea. I don't know what they did. I just know the one that I commented on the video when you did the voting. I know about EAFC because I played a lot of EAFC. Doesn't mean they deserve to win, but I have no idea what Doom did. But hey, maybe they did something wrong, and it's on me that I didn't do the research on that.
I think they did stuff more because kind of like what was that Metal Health Singers? Remember how there was the whole you had to keep rhythm with it?
Yeah.
They eventually added in the accessibility that if you can't keep it, that you have an auto skips the rhythm mode, so you could do it. So I'm wondering if they did certain things like that to help you out because this is a different Doom game. Because instead of you're running around all the time, you're going to want to be blocking the shield, throwing the shield, pulling out the shotgun, and doing all that kind of stuff. So I imagine they would have done some stuff there to help. I thought I voted Shadows, me personally, because Shadows does have some pretty decent accessibility, but like when you had responded to me and told me all this stuff for EA, I was like, oh, okay, fair enough, EA, because I was like, why is EA there? Nah.
Yeah. It's like it's the same thing with Doom. So I completely understand. But I think what EA did is, I think it's even more because it's look. You can have the best game in the world. If you can't see the game, you won't play the game. You won't be able to enjoy the game. And what EA did allowed a lot of people, like, don't get me wrong, like The Last of Us did when it came out. It became very accessible for people that were deaf, people that have some problem with sight. That's what they did with the AFC, because it allows people to look at the game because they're colorblind. They can't distinguish the players from the field. They did a bunch of changes. I didn't go into that, but I do know of a lot of people that don't even have problems with eyesight, and they change because it makes it easier for them to see the game. The game becomes easier for them to pass the ball around.
Yeah. Alrighty, best independent game, Claire Obscure. Yeah, not surprised on that one.
Look. I saw a comment. I was going to use it later, but I'm going to use it now, which was basically Claire Obscure didn't come to participate. They came to collect. That's how good the game is. But look, considering the amount of prizes that they were going to win, because it was, I think they should have given, but it doesn't make sense. I said this on my voting as well. It doesn't make sense. I voted Blueprints. I think Blueprints was a fantastic game that came out of nowhere. I voted Blueprints, but I know it doesn't make sense that the game of the year, if the game of the year is Claire Obscure, that automatically makes him the best independent game, But considering, knowing that they were going to win the big one, which everyone was there for game of the year, right? Considering they were going to collect the big one, it wouldn't be wrong to give a smaller, because best independent, I don't even think they gave the prize to someone, or it was one of those prizes that they said, oh, they won, and no one came and gave a speech. I don't remember, because this was already last night and I already slept. I forgot some stuff. But what I'm trying to say is, I think it wouldn't be bad to give it to Blueprints, considering the amount of prizes that.
But Claire ends up getting. Yeah. No, I agree, and I was going to say because when we get to best indie game, I feel it should have went to one of the other actual indies, but we'll save that for where we get there. Now, best adaptation. This one actually, Last of
Uh,
Us Season 2
no,
was
no, no.
Sonic 3 did not get put up there, but you put like Minecraft and all this. It's like
No,
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 no, no, no, no, no, no,
eh,
no. Burley, I know I talk too much, and I don't really want to go on.
yeah,
I don't want to yap. I don't want to waffle. I don't know what the teens are using nowadays, but I don't want to go too long on this. But they changed the game. It's not an adaptation. The series
Mhm.
I played very
Mhm.
recently. I think it was on September. They gave The Last of Us Two remaster on the PlayStation Plus, and I played the game because I wanted to do a
Mhm.
plat video for
Mhm.
October for Halloween. I wanted to
Yeah,
do that, and bro, the characters are different. I'm not gonna talk Joel because Joel is not that long in the
yeah,
game or in the second season, right?
yeah.
But Dina is different. Dean is different. On the series, she's more bold. She's the catalyst for everything to move. Because at one point, when Ellie finds out that Dean is pregnant on the season, they want to go back. She wants to go back, and Dean is now no, we're going forward. No, on the game, no, it's I don't care who's pregnant. I don't care. We're going forward. I'm gonna get my revenge. And they changed. They changed. It's not the same. They adapted. Okay, they adapted for a TV audience. I completely understand that, but it's not best adaptation. I would, and don't put me on the cross. I would go with Minecraft. I think Minecraft because they had a lot of winks to the game. I know that the characters are not 100% the same,
Yeah.
but there was more winks. So there was that great homage to Technoblade, which I found it very, very, very beautiful. And yeah, I think that I think it was wrong. Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry would have been a great one. It was there, right? It was on
Yeah,
the.
yeah, Devil May Cry, and that was my vote. I know people didn't necessarily fully like it, but I thought it isn't an adaptation. It's quite different, but it still keeps in the spirit. It changes certain characters,
Mhm.
if but it has the funness, it has the zaniness of Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
I know some people don't like my thoughts and takes on that. I'd rather see that than the other stuff. But anyhow, let's move on to another one. Best action games, Hades 2. Yeah, I'm glad to see Hades 2
I
got something.
I
I have
accept.
not played Hades 2, but I have started the first game and enjoyed what I have
It's very
played.
good.
It's a very good game.
Hmm.
Uh, best performance, Jennifer English from Expedition 33. Yeah, no, she did a great job. I would have liked to seen one of the other people that wasn't of Expedition get it, but it was hard not to. You knew
I
what you
look.
knew one of them was going to win it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Ben Starr personally.
I when I saw that Charlie, oh god, I'm blanking
Charlie
on his
Cox.
name. Cox, yeah, Charlie Cox was not there, only the picture. Okay, he's not winning because he's not here. He's not winning. I look since Final Fantasy 16, I have a man
Mhm.
crush on Ben Starr. I think he should win everything. I think he does everything right. I think
Oh yeah.
he's a lot of fun. I think that but this is I haven't played. I will play Expedition. That's the gift my girlfriend is gonna get me for Christmas. It's Expedition 33. So I'll soon, hopefully this week, I will
Mhm.
start playing the game. But I saw some videos, some people streaming it, and there was a comment that I completely understood. Ben Starr was Ben Starr. Jennifer English, she had layers. Her character had different layers,
Yeah.
and if that's the case, because I haven't seen everything, if that is the case, I do understand that she won it because she showed different layers. And let's be honest, I think having a different face,
Mhm.
Ben Starr is everywhere. I hope this woman,
Mhm.
this is the catapult for her to bigger things because
Yeah.
she looked really fun. She looked really fun. I did enjoy. I think it was well placed from what I've read, not from my opinion.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, Burley will talk about this again if we have to, and I'll have a different opinion then. But we'll see.
Well, that's the thing. Like even the actress that did Atsu for Ghost of Yote, she did a great job. This was a hard category.
Yeah.
And Troy Baker did a great job as Indiana Jones. So it was a tough category. I understand that. Games for Impact, you had South of Midnight. I was a little surprised that was the one that won, but hey, good on them.
Yeah, they need to win something, I guess.
Yeah. Best ongoing game, No Man's Sky. Not surprised on that one.
We should just change this prize to the No Man's Sky prize, because I think they win this every year, right? I think like
They've won it a lot of times. But
they won a lot of times.
But you got to give them credit, because every year there's like 3 to 4 big content drops. They could easily say, you know what, we're not adding anything more to the game, and just bug fixes. That's all we're doing, and we're focusing on other projects. No one would bat an eye, because they have done so much and so much content, and they're not going to you like, if it was EA, you'd be like, you're paying us 20 euros for this update, and you will like it.
I wish it was 20 euros.
Yeah.
I play EFT. I every September I pay 100 euros for an update. They say it's a new game. It's all the same thing. It's just roster updates.
Well, I mean, because they're going to do 4 updates a year, so you're paying 20 euros each.
I know. So no,
but yeah, no. Audio design, Battlefield 6. I was actually playing a little bit more on Battlefield 6 this morning. If you do play the game, you play it with like it's great on the sound bar and all that, and on the TV. You put some good headphones on. Oh yeah, you got. So I'm not surprised. It was nice. It was also a gimme to just give Battlefield 6 something, because EA and DICE. Well, it's no longer DICE anymore, but came back and they listened. And the guy that they had to lead that project, for the love of God, EA.
I just needed a little time out. Sorry, I have to go there. I'm sorry, I started to interrupt. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'll go on the Battlefield 6 here. They just did everything they needed to do, and got Battlefield back in a spot where people are willing to go back to it and try it. It's nice to see. Yeah. We'll just mute Fubu as he's going through this. But no. Ready?
Redden, and he was calling for me. He needed my help. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'm just gushing a little Battlefield 6 here.
Yeah.
Best fighting game. I was surprised Fatal Fury won it. I thought the Capcom collection was going to win it.
Yeah, bigger names. But Fatal Fury is historic. I remember playing it on the. Oh my God, PlayStation 1, I think. It's the one they turn into animals, like they transform into animals. That's the one, Fatal Fury.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's kind of historic, yeah.
Yeah, well, it is historic, but I was just surprised. Like, I knew Mortal Kombat Collection was not winning that. That thing did not, if you saw when it came out, how it came out, people were not happy. I remember that from social media.
I don't, I'll be honest. It's been a long time. Like, the last person I played on the PlayStation Plus Mortal Kombat, my account played, but it wasn't me. It was my girlfriend. She's the one that likes to play fighting games. I've lost interest in for fighting games in a very, very long time. So I really don't know what's going around. I just know there's a Mortal Kombat movie coming out and a Street Fighter movie coming out. That's the only things that I know. When it comes to games itself, I don't keep up with them, to be honest. But I was I was expecting that it would have been one of the more well-known games to win, and not Fatal Fury.
Nah, well, this one was one of the most easiest awards to predict. Most anticipated game, Grand Theft Auto 6. That
was a waste of time. You all knew who was going to win that one.
Like I had one friend that was like, "Oh, it might not be great." No, it's going to be Grand Theft Auto 6. Don't kid yourself. It's going to be that. And then best action adventure, Hollow Knight Silksong. Yeah, I'm glad to see Silksong got something.
Yeah, I think they gave that one away because they knew that they were never going to win Game of the Year. But it is a great game. So they're like, we're gonna give them this prize because everyone else is gonna sweep everything, and yeah, it's well deserved.
Yep. Alrighty, and then best art direction, Claire Obscure. Not surprised.
Wait. I'm trying to. It is Clair Obscur was Hades 2 was on that one as well, right?
Yep.
Um,
And I think
I think
Death Stranding 2, stuff like.
Look, I think I don't remember quite well. I think I voted Expedition 32, 33, but I think Hades 2, because of the way the art, the game was built, it's very. I don't know, man. This one is one of those that I would contend between. I think Hades 2 could have taken, if they took the price, it wouldn't be wrong as well, because I do love the art style on that game, the art direction. It was very well done. But again, Expedition also. But I think in this one I would contend between Expedition and Hades 2.
Yeah. Fair enough. And then we had Sim and Strategy, Final Fantasy Tactics. Not surprised that was going to win.
Of course.
Now this one, best debut indie game. I was sad Ruffy didn't even get nominated.
That was
They, in my opinion, got snubbed.
I remember. Yeah, you did a great video on that game, and you talked with the game director, right?
Yep.
Bro, that was a very interesting game. I really enjoyed it. I didn't play the game, but I saw videos. I did enjoy the game. I think it was well done. Yeah, now that you mentioned it, they were snubbed. I think they deserve to be in this, at least on the list. I think they should.
Yeah, like if it wouldn't have won, it's one thing, but at least get nominated and shown. And like Mega Bomb withdraw, and it's like you couldn't throw this in here yet. And it's like Claire Obscure. Claire was winning awards right and left, and I'm not mad with it winning awards, but you could have given it to one of the acts, because a lot of the, like, some of these devs from like Ubisoft and stuff like that, from big companies, let's give it to someone of these others that are doing like the Blueprints guy and stuff like that. Give it to like Blueprints. If Blueprints would have won, no problem, happy. That's awesome. Blueprints is a great game and stuff like that.
Blueprints was very unlucky. It's not. I'm not saying it would win Game of the Year. Don't get me wrong. But Blueprint. I'm saying in terms of winning, because there's so many games that could have won. But in terms of winning, that I think it would be a shoe-in. Blueprint was very unlucky to compete with Expedition 33, because if Blueprints came last year, they would have won this one, or from the indie development. It was 2 prizes at least, because I think. We consider Expedition to be an indie, right? But I think that the true spirit of the indie being those games that don't have the same production value, because you look at Expedition 33, for me it looks like a AAA game. I know it's a AA game, and I know I do understand that, but I think if Blueprints came last year for what they did, the impact that it had in gaming, I think they would have won two or 3 prizes, something like that, because it was very, very well done. It's a shame. They were very unlucky.
Yeah. No. And then best score in music, Claire Obscure, that not a surprise.
That was no chance for best.
Best sports and racing game, Mario Kart won this. I was a little surprised. Like, I think Sonic, after playing the Sonic Cross Worlds for a bit, it's a better game than Mario Kart.
and that's because Kirby isn't here. I'm telling you, Kirby is gonna topple Mario Kart.
I've played a bit of Kirby, and Kirby Air Riders is a lot of fun. So it's like all 3 are great racing games. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't think it's Mario Kart. This was because Mario Kart has the bigger name and brand of it and more well known. I think
that's heavy. That's something that weighs on the voting. Yeah. So completely normal.
Best RPG, Claire Obscure. We all saw that coming, exactly. And apparently the Kingdom Come Deliverance people were mad about that and feeling snubbed. I can understand, but
I don't know if this is going to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, tell me to shut up. But Kingdom Come Deliverance is more RPG than Expedition 33. And what I mean by this, because when you're playing Clair Obscur, you're doing a role playing. You have the determined story. When you go to Kingdom Come Deliverance, it's 100% RPG. You can go left, right, up, down. They are prepared, and that feels like a real role playing game because I can role play as a good person. I can role play as a bad person. I can role play as a knight. I can role play as a beggar. I can role play. When you go to Clair Obscur, you just role play as that character. You can't do anything because the story is static. It's linear. Sorry, it's linear. When it comes to Kingdom Come, you can be whatever you want, and that feels more role playing. When you play the game the second or third time, you can play it different and experience a new game. So I do understand why they think they were snubbed, but the media was pressuring
Well,
Clair Obscur to win everything.
Kingdom Come Deliverance, it had its good push at the beginning of the year, and then not too long after that, that game fell off for a lot of people. Whereas Claire had that steady train throughout the year.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I will try. I've got the first game of Kingdom Come. I want to play that and then try the second. Go into the second if I like it. So, like, yeah, I just didn't. I wasn't surprised. Best narrative, Clair Obscur. This one I know will make you happy. Best multiplayer, Art Creators.
Look, yeah, I was happy. But I'm not as happy as I was when we did that great talk about the game. Mostly because the community is sucking at this moment. I don't understand the game, what the game is. I don't like to be betrayed. And I won't let. And I'm a soft heart. See, you've known me long enough to know that I have a soft heart. I try to be a good person, and I trust people. And then they shoot me in the back, and I'm displeased with that. I think that the company needs to do something, and Mark Studios need to do something to change, or people will leave the game. I'm not saying make a PvE only map. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent. But not making a PvE, but try to make when you make the game, to try to put the good players with good players and the guys that want to kill people with people that want, try to separate if you can. But yeah, I was very happy. I think it was worth it. But I think one of the things that really helped is because it's very fresh on the mind. I'm pretty sure that if this game came in, let's say January or February, the way that the game is progressing, because I'm pretty sure it would progress the same. I don't know if it would win because again the community is ruining the multiplayer
aspects.
So yeah, but it's because it's very recent, but well deserved, to be honest.
I can see and I'm glad it got something up there. It's nice to see because it was when this thing launched, it kind of came out of nowhere and was taking and growing. I'm seeing more people get it. So
exactly.
Good on them. I hope they can kind of turn things around, and
I really hope so.
Yeah. Best game direction. Best game direction, Clair Obscur. Not surprised.
Exactly. So
I've played through the game. I can tell you that it's well deserved there. They did good job. Yeah, there are other titles that were in that category. It's not so easy. I would have thought maybe Death Stranding 2 would have had a chance here, because I'm kind of surprised Death Stranding 2 got nothing.
Yes.
So Kojima's now going to be doing Force Lightning on Jeff Keighley.
No, I was talking with the Soul Straw after I sent him some message on TikTok, and I was talking to him, and he was saying it's bullshit. Death Stranding didn't win anything. He was really salty, but I do understand, because Death Stranding it's not my type of game. I tried to play one. I just can't. It's just something in me. I just can't play that game.
Fair. I understand, man. I understand.
But Soul Straw, he swears that it's a great game. And what I do know about Soul Straw, he is a gamer. He knows about games. So I believe him when he says it is a great game. I do believe. But yeah, the name Kojima not winning something is very, very, very weird, because I rate Kojima a lot. I think he's fantastic. So yeah, it was a shame. If they won the prize, I wouldn't be surprised. But again, everything was pointing to Claire Obscure Expedition.
Yeah.
Everything. So yeah.
And then Game of the Year, not surprised. Claire Obscure. This, like, it was a stacked house there. Like, you had Kingdom Come, you had Hollow Knight Silk Song, Hades 2,
You know.
Death Stranding 2. Even though I like Death Stranding 2 much more than the first game, and I gave it a 7 out of 10. Just I'm not, and I say gameplay is the weakest part. Like the story, the world, and the music, and the stuff like that. I love all that. Like he was a masterpiece on that. But the gameplay, my God, like you will get bored doing it. And when you, especially like I can't do the side missions in the game because like I literally I will have to have something else there or be like chugging caffeine in me because at times can't put you to sleep.
I have a sure way of knowing who's gonna win Game of the Year before time, because this happened last year, and this happened again this year. Okay, and it's not me; it's our friend Leah the Hatless. She always picks the right one. Last year, she only played one game out of the nominees, which was Astrobot, and Astrobot won. This year, she only played one game out of the nominees, which is I gave her for Christmas, Claire Obscure, and they won. So next year, of the 5 nominees, if Leah will only play one, and I'm pretty sure that's the one that's going to win the Game of the Year. So trust in Leah the Hatless to know for your betting, because you can go to Vegas and bet who's going to win Game of the Year.
Yeah. No, Leah does have some good picks. I remember doing them against her and seeing what she would pick where. Yeah, no, it was overall a really good show. Like, he didn't do as much with those 2 old Muppets. Because those the last couple of years, and especially when I was there last year in person at the Game Awards, it was neat seeing them, but even in person, I'm like, oh my God, like, why are we cutting to this? Let's put, you can take the 10 minutes you're using of them, put that to the actual awards, and like, people, like, for some of these awards, they don't even bring up people for it. It's like, best family game, Donkey Kong. All right, now here's our ad for Mountain Dew that's paying for this. I just threw Mountain Dew.
Burly, I just have to say this. One of the highlights that we're not talking, which is not game itself, but bro, I loved watching Evanescence perform, man. It was so good. That Amy Lee, she's fantastic. I was there at the beginning with My Immortal. I'm still here now with Afterlife. That woman, she aged. We noticed that she aged, but her talent just got even better. I think I would rather have, instead of the Muppets, I would rather have them sing another song, because they had, I think it was for Gears of War. It was a remake of music from the 80s. I won't sing here. I don't want to ruin your favorite Burly, so I won't sing. But the band could have performed that song from Gears of War and the song from Devil May Cry, The Afterlife. I think I would rather have her sing twice in the show,
or some of the other musical guest performance. Yeah, no, I agree.
I would go with the Muppets, because when they performed the soundtrack from Claire Obscure, bro, I'm not joking. I was chilling like this, and I felt like goosebumps. Like I was feeling goosebumps. Like I was feeling that music was coming into my ear. I was loving that. I thought, but I think the comedy, they tried to do the comedy. There was 1 or 2 jokes that were fine for Muppets, that they were good, but I would take Muppets away and I would put like Evanescence. Since you had Evanescence on the card, take advantage of Evanescence, because they're a fantastic band.
Alrighty. You know what? I think we've rambled long enough on this.
That was fun, man.
No. It's always fun. Told you, people, we'd have another video here with Fubu.
Well, last of the year. I think this is last of the year. I don't think, unless something crazy happens, I think it's last of the year.
Yeah. If so, you never know. This is most likely the last one with Fubu this year. But stay tuned. You never know. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell.
Exactly. and maybe tomorrow a game comes out and you'll send me a DM. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
review on this.
Or knowing you, you'll be like, Burly, we need to talk about. Oh, okay, you just tell me when.
No, you don't know.
That's the thing. And that's it's just always fun. We both come up with the ideas and just like, hey, let's find time that works for both of us, and we'll just sit and we'll do this and
That's amazing, man.
sit and record. And we'd love to hear from you all. Please put in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. What was your favorite game shown off from like trailers for awards? What you like, didn't like? Did you think certain games got snubbed? We'd love to hear from you all. Thank you all so much. See y'all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.